Good morning, everyone. Well, today we are playing on a hop, or we're doing a hop with Ginger from Ginger's Corner. She has 5,000 subscribers, or maybe more by now. I haven't looked today, but anyway, we're supposed to do a layout using scraps. And that's the only requirement. And anyway, when she asked whoever wanted to play, I thought, well, I want to play. So I went and looked at my scraps. And this is what I have because like yesterday, from the day that she asked, wasn't really yesterday, but the day before, she actually sent out the message. I had cut down all my scraps to 6x6s, unless they were something I thought that I might actually use a half a piece or the way that they were. So, and I do have like purple plaid, stuff like that. But anyhow, I'm gonna do the Eclipse. So I kind of pulled out the colors that I thought that might work, and I'm not really thinking these two, but maybe. And I wasn't thinking this at all, but when I start to look at it, it looks like a night sky with like fireflies. And then I had this piece that I've actually cut in half now. Let's see, how'd it go? Went like this. And this is actually from a layout I did. How does that go? Layout I did a while back, probably 3 years ago, where I had actually spilled water on it. And so this is the half that I have, or the half that I have left. And it's kind of wilty. Excuse me. So anyhow, I'm gonna cut this. I've already cut this in half because I'm doing a 2-page layout for the Eclipse. And then I have this paper and this paper. And my thoughts are that I want this to look like the night sky. And I took a picture that looked like the sun was setting, but it was really just that the neighborhood in my picture, or beyond our neighborhood, you could see that lights had popped on, you know, like people's solar lights that would just turn on by themselves. So anyway, I'm thinking that's what this looked like. So my thought is I'm going to put this down at the bottom, put this up at the top, and maybe punch little circles and kind of build up in between. So that's my thoughts on it. So I just wanted to show you what I was starting with, and now I'm gonna go get my act together and see if I can punch circles and have it look like it does in my head. So, and I'm not even going to show you my pictures until I come back. So I will see you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Okay, so I've got a bunch, well, I punched out all the circles I had, and I could get out of that little yellow circle that I had. And then I punched out a bunch of the pink shade, and then this peachy shade. I punched out a bunch of those. I'm gonna forgo these unless I absolutely need them. And here are the photos for my left page. I've kind of got them somewhat like I want them rearranged or arranged. So I want them like this, but I'm gonna have to put down my dots first. So I want them like this. And I've made marks where the pictures will go, and then where the space is in the middle, I've got marks, because I want all the white to be filled in with the dots. So I'm gonna get started on this one, and then once I get the pictures arranged here, I'll show you that. So I'm gonna go get to work on that, because all the little pieces, it would just take so long because I'm gonna have to just glue them. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've got all the little circles taped on that I think I need, and now I'm gonna start putting on the pictures. Okay, this goes over here. Okay, and once I kind of get them where I want them, I'll pause and tape them down so that you don't have to wait for me to do that. I'm going to have this one down here, and then each of them very close together so that I have room for my title. And some of these are kind of popping up, but I'll tape them down, or I'll glue them. I actually just taped them. I was able to do that, and then I will glue them more once I have everything in place. And I have a mark here, which I realized I kept thinking I would cover it up, but I actually drew it on the other side. So I'm gonna put it on this side and then have to erase it. But that's okay, I can do that. Because I want almost everything down at the bottom, or close. I want these up just a little bit. I think it just adds a little more interest. So it should be about there. Okay, and then the other side, I think you can see everything here together. I have this picture, which I think it says Krista, I can't make out the last name, and I'm not sure if it's somebody that my daughter knew that did this, or if she got it from somebody who did it. But it's like they had a telescope and they took pictures, or they had a really good camera, and they took pictures at like different phases, so they got the whole eclipse, which I thought was so cool. So I thought I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna put that right here. And then this one where when it got dark, the neighbor's lights came on, so you could see that. Well, it's actually in the neighborhood just beyond us. Well, I think so, because of the way you can see through the trees. Okay, and then I have this one. When you were out there and looking at it with your naked eye, then you could see like a little red dot down here. Now, somebody told me that that was a planet. I think I've heard since it's just part of the phase that it does that. And this one here, when they took it, you could really see the moon, which I thought was cool, because I think I could tell that, but you couldn't tell it in my photos. Oh, I got a little residue. I might have to reprint that one, unless I can get it off with my eraser. I have one of those tape erasers. Might take it off. Okay, so this is how I want it, and I'm gonna pause the camera again and tape everything down, and then I'll be back and do the finishing touches. Okay, so I've got all the pictures down, so I'm just gonna work on one at a time now, and hopefully I won't have to stop to cough. I'll tell you, I hate having a cough. Okay, now when we were watching the eclipse, when you could see the rays, and that's what I thought was so cool, and it made me think of this sun right away. And this is from Creative Memories, and I think I bought like a whole stack of them, so I had them for years. And And I just thought, I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to put this on it. So, but there's one way that I turn this, and it's like, that's how the sun looked that day. And so like, now I'm trying to find it. Because one of these rays, the long ones, were kind of sticking out the more to one way. Like not straight up and down. I would say it was like that. So I'm going to start with that. Okay, I think it was like, no, it was one of these longer ones. I probably got it another direction. It's like when I see it like this, that's when I know, oh yeah, that was it. Okay, so I think that was it right there. I'm going to pull it over that way a little bit more. And when I was moving it, it kept going like this, and it's like, oh yeah, that's how it looked that day. I just can't help but play with it. Okay. So I'm going to have it be the total. Okay. And then I have these giant letters, and I forget where they're from. Did I bring them out here? I'll put them in the name of them in the drop-down menu. Excuse me. Okay, and I think I might need this. And now I probably wish it was turned a little bit because I don't want to. No, I don't want to change it. Okay, I think I'm going to just overlap it if I have to. Oh, I got that other one underneath there, and it's messing with my trying to straighten it out. Okay. And I think I'll have to stand up. Okay, I think right there should be good. I thought these letters worked good too because they kind of remind me of the sun, like on different things. So this page is going to say solar. Oh, and a little bit of my letter tore. So I need to put a little glue on that. There we go. Huh. Seems like my little glue thing was not straight. Okay. Okay. And my R. And there was, you don't know what you're going to get with the letters because you might have one in one color, but you might not have a different letter in that color. So I just tried to get the ones that an assortment that I liked how they look, because you had, you know, you might have had 4 different letters in that, or, but I like that. Okay, and then we did cook out. And we were sitting in chairs. Now we don't have Adirondack chairs, but it is something that we'd like to have. So I'm just going to use the Adirondack chair because that's what I have. Okay, and yep, it's in a dark spot, but that's okay because that's where I want it. And then I have a, you'd have to put glue on this. I've got a camera since we all took pictures. I'm going to put the camera on the other side. maybe about like this, so it's kind of mimicking where the chair is. Now, these pictures I took, I'm actually right here, and I actually thought you could see a little more of me, but I guess maybe I ended up cutting that out. So this is, excuse me, when it's in totality. And here you could see a star here, and you could see one up here someplace, but it must not have shown up. But it looks like I drew a line around it, and I think it's just, you know, because I wasn't being able to stand still, you know, because I was just using my phone. But so anyhow, and then my daughter took this picture. I took this. My daughter took that, I think. And this one they took of themselves. Okay, so now for the next one. And I'm not sure who took what over here. I know my daughter took one of these, but I'm not sure. And then I took this one here when it was at its darkest. Okay, so this side, I'm gonna call it Eclipse, because that way we have Solar Eclipse. And when I was thinking about letters, I thought, oh, it'd be neat to make some letters like that. And it's like, oh, I didn't even have to make them because I had them, which was awesome. Okay, now I'm trying to see that 6. Okay, because I want my first letter there. So I thought these were the perfect letters for this. And I'll probably have to re-glue these because, you know, chipboard letters do not stick. But I'm just going to get them on, and then I'll re-glue them later. And I'm gluing over some of the dots, so now they're sitting cockeyed, which I didn't even think about, but it's all right. I'll work it out. Checking, I think maybe the L needs to come down a little bit. Okay, that looks good there. Let me erase that. Okay, that looks pretty good here. There's some places I over-taped, but I'll use I've got one of those erasers for that. Okay, and then we actually wore this, well, I wore the same glasses as my daughter did. She had bought these plastic ones, but they had the safe lenses. And since I wore glasses, she let me have a pair of those because she bought 6 pairs. Okay, and I don't know how these seem kind of slippery. This is actually a pair that they gave us in town. Okay. And I'm going to put this right up here. I just thought it'd be nice to have it on the layout someplace. So I'm going to put it right there. I have another Adirondack chair, and I'm going to stick it down here. I can't quite make out that person's name, but I will put it down here once I figure out what it says, or if my daughter knows, because I snagged it off her Facebook page. And it might be somebody that she knows, otherwise she got it from somebody else. Okay, and then we grilled that day. So I'm gonna put the grill right here. And it's so funny, you know, they give you a grill, they give you tongs, they give you forks, you know, of course, all different sizes. And they give you hamburgers, but they don't give you any paper plates. I don't understand that. Okay, I thought I better get that down there because this is going to overlap this a little bit. And we actually have a very little Weber grill, but it got the job done. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this here like it's hanging from it, even though it's actually bigger than the grill. And I don't know, maybe I'll just have this one like it's laying on the ground, like somebody dropped it. Because I'm also going to use the hamburger and the hot dog, and I don't know, they're just going to maybe be floating on the page, I guess. It's funny, I think I used them before and never ever had an issue. Now I'm wondering where the plates are. So I'm going to put one over there. I don't know if I want to put one by the other. Maybe I'll let one float above this one too. You know, since this is space here. Okay, I think that's it. I don't know if I want to put on any more dots anyplace. I like how it looks. I think it's a fun thing. And I had the most wonderful time. And I'll tell you, if people went and came to my house, I would have probably just stayed in the house. I don't know. And, you know, it's like we didn't even get glasses till couple days before, but my daughter brought some anyway, but it was awesome. Yeah, we didn't use these ones, but I love this. And I'd just like to congratulate Ginger on all her subscribers. It's an awesome feat to have 5,000 subscribers. And make sure you go check out everybody else who's in the hop. Make sure you go check out Ginger, because I'm sure she'll do something fabulous. She's awesome at using up scraps. I always really have to think about it to use up my scraps, but I'm getting better at it. And have a wonderful day. I will have close-ups at the end. Bye-bye.